Okay. I just real pleased with the win. I think Tulsa's got a very, very nice club, and felt like we got some trust in a lot of things tonight defensively. We did some great things. Jeremy and Gabe didn't have great offensive nights, but defensively were such a big part of our Reds back to Idlet and our blitzes out to Hurt. And their help off the staggers, they were really, really good. And Harrelson got off to a good start. Julian went over there on him, and I don't think he had a field goal the 30 minutes that Julian was on him. He did a really solid job defensively. I thought our poise offensively was great. The 5 turnovers, really, really proud of that. I thought our guys were, understood the game, that we needed to get to the foul line. We weren't shooting it well. We spent a great deal of time in the second half getting ourselves back to the line by driving it and trying to get the ball to the rim, and made good decisions off the drive, and just played really solid tonight. Real good effort. Julian Stone, so valuable to our team. He does a lot of things that don't go noticed in the stat sheet, but he's a very solid player. And Randy, Randy played well again. He's a terrific player. Any questions?
Can you elaborate a little bit more on how satisfied you are with the defense? It seemed like every time you got down by 10 points early on, they beat it up. Even in the second half, you guys were showing by 6 and showing hardcore defense.
This isn't last year's club. We can't throw it into character, and we don't have Moultrie and character back there to rebound second chance opportunities in, and we just, every possession is so huge offensively because we typically only get one shot. We're not a very good offensive rebounding team. And defensively, we just can't give up anything easy. We can't put teams at the line because we're not going to win the offensive rebound battle. And I think as far as guarding actions, this team is really, really come a long, long way. We're really solid in terms of anything that happens in the half court, and we're not giving up anything in defensive transition. And so we got to make up that rebound differential every night in other ways, and we did it tonight at the foul line. We did it by not turning over. And, I think coaches are always happy when you can go out and shoot 38% and win. It just means you're doing other things well, and we did other things well tonight.
The turnover margin, you talk about your 5 turnovers, but for them to have 21.
Yeah, and we had a lot of great pressure. I thought Randy played his best defensive game since he's been here. He was really understood that, that we wanted to do our best to limit Hurt's touches, and if he did, to crowding. And I thought he did a great job of that. And Julian did as well in terms of individual defense. But Gabe and Jeremy, with what they were doing in terms of helping to idlet on the post and all that, and helping to Hurt on his catches was very, very important as well. So we're real proud of what of this win. We thought it was going to be very, very difficult. It was very difficult. They've got a fine basketball team. I think they're going to finish in the top 3 or 4 in this league. They could win the western part of this division. They're that good. It's a fine basketball team, but we're pleased to get the win.
Were you happy with the fact that I guess in the post they really didn't have a lot of offense?
Well, they didn't with Idlet in the first half. He really got it going and changed the game for him. First 3 possessions of the second half. We just kind of went brain dead in terms of what we were trying to do. And we got Bo out. Gabe went in. Gabe did a great job. Jeremy was helping him. We had great backside help from Christian. And outside of that first 4 minutes of the first half, did a decent job on Idlet. They've got a nice team, and he does a great job. I tell you, they're really hard to guard because they with Clarkson out there now, especially with him, Harrelson and Hurt, they just space you out so far because all of them can just wear it out. And he runs great actions to get those guys the ball, and they're a real challenge to play. And this Clarkson kid's going to be a great player. I've got no doubt he's going to be a hell of a player.
Can you talk about the upcoming road trip real quick?
Well, we got UAB, who I've not watched 1 second of film on. We'll stay up tonight and watch some film. We'll practice tomorrow at 4, start talking about those guys. I'll say this. Mike Davis is the most underrated great coach in my opinion, in this country. You know, he takes a team to the national championship game. Every year it seems like he loses 3 or 4 starters. You don't know who any of these guys are that he brings in. And they go out every year, and a year ago start out 16-1. He plays the strongest schedule of anybody in our league. He's always on the road. They played Duke tonight on the road. I don't know what happened there. I'm sure it was tough, but they're hard to play against. He does a great job defensively and offensively, and just gets it. And this will be arguably, you know, one of our 2 or 3 toughest road games of the year coming up at UAB. All right. We'll talk about the next one after that one.